Hi guys, I am Shazad and welcome in this video. Today we're gonna discuss about the button groups. You have a button classes available there if you are working on buttons. But what happens if you have more than one buttons available in a particular row? Let's suppose if you are accessing a particular page, you definitely have the paginations available on every website. So how can you create the paginations? We'll discuss about the pagination in our later lectures. But if you are saying that if you need more than one buttons and you are going to combine those button, so how can you do that? So let's get started. If you click on the button group section, so this is a button group. So now as you can see, these are the buttons available here. So that's why we are saying combining more than one buttons by using some group classes. Okay, now I'm going to comment this code so you can easily get the code. Now I'm creating a row. It's a row and a column. You know that you have to place your row inside your container and you have to place your column inside your row. And also if you are creating some kind of content like buttons, like breadcrumbs, like button groups, like paragraphs, h1, you have to place in your columns. So I'm saying column 12. Here now I'm saying I'm creating a div, and here I'm saying this is the button group. That means we are going to group some buttons. I'm saying role group, and now I'm saying Arial label, also basic example for Shakespeare. Here now you just need to create some buttons, and now it's by default type is button. So now I'm saying class button primary, but you have to use the button. I'm saying 1, I'm saying 2, I'm saying 3. Go to fresh page. As you can see, it's fine. I'm going to use the BR to break our rows. Fresh the page. Fine. Here basically we are using 3 buttons and we are grouping together. So button 1, 2, 3. You can also use the anchor. It's up to you. Fine. If you are using the input type equals to button, it's totally depend upon you. Where you use these kind of buttons, if you are familiar with the paginations, you use the paginations to create you use these kind of button groups to create the paginations. Like I think we have paginations available on this one. This is the paginations. Okay, now this is the first example. Now the second example, just use the active class to active the button. So these are the 3 buttons. Now as you can see, the first one is now activated. As you can see, without active class, fine. If you use the active class, it's now active by default. You can also use like I'm saying secondary, and this is danger. It's totally depend upon you. You can also use the outer, which we have discussed in our outer line, dark, fresh, as you can see, fine. Copy, paste, fine. So because this is the active, I'm saying primary, and here I'm saying secondary. Okay, now it's hard for me to create each and everything from the scratch, like defining the div, defining the element inside the div. Okay, now I'm going to copy the content from the website and I'm going to use that particular code here. Let's suppose if you have the radio buttons and also you have some kind of checkbox, you can also group them in a div, like as you can see, this is the checkbox, these are the checkboxes. So similarly, so these are the checkboxes, checkbox. So this is a label for the checkbox. This is one checkbox, second, third, and you are grouping the checkbox button group. Okay, fine. Just copy and use here. Fresh, as you can see, it's working fine. Okay, now as you can see, these are the radio buttons. Similarly, radio buttons. Why you are using the button groups here? Class, fine. So these are some other attributes, and here as you can see, type is radio button, class is button check, fine, and these are the attributes for to send. I think, oh, sorry, if you use the PHP, then definitely you have a server. Okay, forgot this one. We'll discuss about these things while creating the project. Okay, fine. Now this is the ID for this button, this is ID for this button, autocomplete off. So button toolbar. So now as you can see, these are the buttons you definitely use while creating the paginations for your particular page. So now as you can see, toolbar. So this is the toolbar here. As you can see, if you copy this one, we're going to explain out of the box for you. So now as you can see, these are the BR button. Now as you can see, these are the button groups. Here as you can see, this is the button group, this is second button group, this is third button group. Basically these are the three button groups. These are the buttons combining, you are combining in three groups. So first group, second group, third group. So that's why you wrapped these buttons inside your button group. So okay, why you are using two? Because you are using, let's suppose if you have some kind of, okay, right click, inspect element, you can also view your class. Why you are using this one for the spacing, so that's why. Okay, now as you can see, this is the main div. Starting from here, you are using the button toolbar. That's it. You are using a single class to wrap your multiple groups. You can also use the, as you can see, toolbar. Similarly, these are the buttons and it's grouped by one, and this is the second group. As you can see, this is second. And also if you full right or if you right align your button, so now as you can see, justify content between. Let's suppose copy this bad boy, fresh. As you can see, this is, now you just need to remove, fine. That's why you are using justify content between. Okay, you also have sizing. You can size your, let's suppose, button group large. Just use the, let's suppose here is the button group, and you have to use the button group large, small, button group large or small. So this is the large. If you use SM, that means small. It's up to you. So this is the sizing. If you are using the nesting, so as you can see, this is a drop down available here in your button group. So these are two buttons, and now as you can see, this is the button, and also in the button group, because these are the button groups, two buttons inside here, and you are using the button group inside your button group. That's why we are saying nested. So button groups and also you are using the UL and LI. You also have the vertical. What you need, just need a single class like button group vertical. Let's suppose if you are using the button group vertical class, then definitely it will show you as a vertically. Okay guys, so these are the buttons group, and we have a lot of classes available in the button groups. So I hope guys you are enjoying our video. So thank you for watching.